Your monthly bills, those seemingly innocuous envelopes and digital statements, are not just numbers on a page. They are quietly, relentlessly draining your financial future. For a college student, every single dollar saved today isn't just a dollar. It's an investment that compounds into thousands tomorrow, a foundation for future prosperity. What if I told you that beyond the typical budgeting apps and part-time jobs, there exists a sophisticated, yet remarkably accessible strategy to dramatically cut your expenses, sometimes by hundreds of dollars each month, all without ever risking a single point on your precious credit score? For far too long, the prevailing wisdom has been that students are simply beholden to the prices dictated by corporations. We're taught to accept whatever companies charge us for essential services, believing we have no leverage, no recourse. This, my friends, is not just a misconception, it's a profoundly costly one. The truth is, you possess far more negotiating power than you realize, an untapped reservoir of influence that can reshape your financial landscape. And in the next few minutes, I am going to meticulously show you exactly how to wield this power, transforming you from a passive consumer into an active architect of your financial destiny. Before we even begin to discuss specific tactics, it is absolutely crucial that we first understand the fundamental psychology at play within large corporations. Every single company, from your internet provider to your insurance carrier, meticulously budgets for a certain percentage of customer churn, that is, customer loss, each year. This isn't a flaw in their system, it's an anticipated operational cost. They would, without a shadow of a doubt, prefer to offer you a significant discount, even a substantial one, rather than face the far greater expense and logistical challenge of losing you entirely. Why? Because the cold hard truth of business economics dictates that acquiring a brand new customer costs, on average, anywhere from 5 to 7 times more than simply retaining an existing one. This isn't about engaging in aggressive confrontation or resorting to emotional pleas. On the contrary, it's about a profound understanding of fundamental business principles. It's about positioning yourself not as a disgruntled customer, but as a valuable asset, a loyal patron whose continued business is worth investing in. When you approach these conversations from a place of informed understanding, you transform the dynamic. You shift from being a supplicant to a strategic partner, a customer whose retention is a clear, quantifiable benefit to their bottom line. Our journey begins with a meticulous inventory of your financial landscape. Start by categorizing every single recurring expense, no matter how small it may seem. This isn't just about listing, it's about creating a comprehensive financial map. The services most ripe for negotiation, those with the highest potential for significant savings, typically include telecommunications, various insurance policies, subscription services, fitness memberships, and utility providers. To truly optimize, create a detailed spreadsheet with 3 critical columns: current cost, market rate, and negotiation priority ranking. This is sophisticated financial portfolio optimization. You are transforming mundane expenses into strategic assets, identifying opportunities for capital reallocation. Professional negotiators, whether in high-stakes corporate mergers or personal finance, never enter discussions unprepared. Your success hinges on competitive intelligence. Dedicate 30 to 45 minutes to thoroughly research critical data points. Current market rates. What are competitors offering right now? Look for introductory offers, bundled packages, and standard pricing. Promotional offers for new customers. This is a gold mine. Companies reserve their best rates for new signups. Your customer tenure and payment history builds your case for being a valuable, low-risk client. Service issues you've experienced can be powerful leverage points, demonstrating need for compensation or improved service. Document everything. Your research transforms into potent negotiating ammunition. It allows you to speak their language, presenting a logical case for reduced rates. This is mastering informed persuasion. Now, for the most crucial element of your opening statement, the phrase that immediately elevates your call from a standard customer service inquiry to a priority conversation with a retention specialist. This isn't a demand, it's a strategic declaration of intent. Here it is. I'm meticulously reviewing all of my monthly expenses and actively considering my options across various providers. While I genuinely prefer to stay with your company, given our history, I need my current bill to accurately reflect competitive market rates to justify my continued loyalty. This carefully constructed language signals 3 profoundly critical things to the company. First, you are informed, you've done your research and understand the market. Second, you are serious. You're not just complaining, you're prepared to act. And third, and perhaps most importantly, you are giving them a clear, direct opportunity to retain your business. This isn't a threat in the aggressive sense, it's a professional courtesy with a clear strategic intent. It forces them to engage with you on a higher level, activating their customer retention protocols where the real significant discounts reside. Timing in the world of high-stakes negotiation is not merely about convenience, it is a critical strategic variable that directly impacts your success rate. Your objective is to engage with customer service representatives and, more importantly, retention specialists who are unburdened by excessive call volumes and who possess the mental bandwidth to genuinely assist you. Therefore, you must meticulously select your calling windows. Based on extensive analysis of call center operations, the optimal times to initiate these crucial conversations are Tuesday through Thursday, between 10 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. local time. This window typically avoids the initial morning rush and precedes the midday lunch break. Tuesday through Thursday, between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. local time. This period generally falls after the lunch rush and before the end-of-day surge. Under no circumstances should you attempt these negotiations on Mondays, as call centers are typically overwhelmed with weekend backlogs and system updates. Similarly, avoid Fridays, when representatives are often in a weekend mindset and less inclined to engage in complex problem solving. Lunch hours, regardless of the day, are also to be avoided, as this is when staffing is at its lowest and stress levels are at their highest. Your goal is to connect with a representative who is unhurried, attentive, and fully empowered to access the full suite of retention tools and supervisor approvals necessary to grant you the best possible discount. This strategic timing transforms a potentially frustrating interaction into a productive, mutually beneficial dialogue. This next point is absolutely non-negotiable, a fundamental principle of sophisticated financial management. Under no circumstances should you ever authorize a credit inquiry for the sole purpose of negotiating a bill. This is a common tactic employed by some companies, often disguised as a necessary step to offer you a better rate. It is not. A hard inquiry on your credit report can temporarily lower your score, and it is entirely unnecessary for a simple rate adjustment. If, during your negotiation, a representative suggests or attempts to run a credit check, your response must be immediate, polite, and unequivocal. I appreciate your offer, but I am not authorizing any credit checks for this service adjustment. My request is based on current market rates and my loyalty as a customer, not on my credit worthiness. This statement clearly delineates your boundary and asserts your informed position. Your credit score is not merely a number, it is a powerful financial asset, a testament to your fiscal responsibility. Protecting it during these negotiations demonstrates a level of sophisticated financial awareness that commands respect. It signals that you are not a novice, but a discerning individual who understands the intricacies of financial health. Now let's equip you with the precise language, the refined script structure that will guide your conversation towards a successful outcome. This isn't about memorizing lines, it's about internalizing a framework that allows for elegant, yet persistent, negotiation. Opening, the courteous introduction. Good morning, afternoon, my name is your name, and I'm calling today to discuss an opportunity for account optimization. I've been a loyal customer with your company for X period, for example, over 3 years, since 2020, and I'm hoping we can find a solution that continues to work beneficially for both of us. Value proposition, the informed statement of intent. I've recently conducted a thorough review of current market rates for comparable services, and I'm seeing offers significantly below what I'm currently paying. While I genuinely prefer to remain a valued customer with your company, given our positive history, it's imperative that my current rate is competitive with these market offerings. Collaboration request, the empowering question. Given this, what options do you have available to help me achieve a market competitive rate and ensure my continued satisfaction as a loyal customer? Now, it's possible, though less likely with this approach, that the initial representative may not have the authority to grant the desired discount. If you encounter resistance or if the offer is insufficient, do not despair. This is where the art of persistent elegance comes into play. Your next statement is crucial. I understand your position. However, I'm confident that a solution exists. Could you please connect me with your retention department or a supervisor who might have additional options or a broader scope of authority to assist with this matter? Congratulations. You've successfully negotiated a better rate. However, your work isn't done. Professional negotiators always, without exception, secure written confirmation of any agreement. This is your safeguard, your proof, and your reference for future negotiations. Immediately request email confirmation of new rate. Ensure the email clearly states the new monthly cost, effective date and duration. Confirm when the new rate begins and, crucially, when it expires. Any terms or conditions. Are there any hidden clauses or requirements? Get them in writing. Cancellation policy for the discount. Understand if there are penalties for early termination of the new rate. This step transforms a one-time savings event into a systematic wealth-building strategy. By setting a calendar reminder for 1 month before your promotional rate expires, you create a proactive system for continuous savings. This ensures you're never caught off guard by rate increases and are always positioned to renegotiate or switch providers if a better offer emerges. This is the essence of long-term financial optimization: consistent vigilance and strategic action. Do not, under any circumstances, stop at just one bill. The true power of this methodology lies in its systematic application across your entire expense portfolio. Imagine the cumulative impact of applying these refined negotiation tactics to every service you pay for. To facilitate this, create a structured negotiation schedule, treating your bills like a diversified financial portfolio. Week 1. Telecommunications, phone, internet. Week 2. Insurance policies, car, renters, health if applicable. Week 3. Subscription services, streaming platforms, software, online memberships. Week 4. Fitness memberships and utilities, gyms, electricity, gas, water. Each week, dedicate focused time to research, prepare, and negotiate. Track your progress meticulously, updating your spreadsheet with every win, every new rate, every dollar saved. Imagine, over the course of a single semester, the cumulative impact of these negotiations. Hundreds, even thousands of dollars redirected from corporate coffers into your own investment accounts, emergency fund, or future travel plans. This is not just about saving money, it's about reclaiming your financial agency, building a foundation for lifelong prosperity, and mastering a skill set that will serve you for decades to come. So the next time you open a bill, don't just pay it, optimize it. Approach every expense as an opportunity for strategic negotiation. With the right mindset, preparation, and a touch of sophisticated persistence, you can transform your financial future, one conversation at a time. This is the art of negotiation, elevated. Your journey to financial mastery begins now.